A federal judge this week asked the United States Department of Justice to respond as to why they should continue to keep sealed evidence from a grand jury showing that Donald Trump repeatedly prevented his own aides, former aides, from testifying in front of the grand jury that is investigating the attempts to overturn the 2020 election results, which of course includes the fake elector scheme. You see, several media outlets, Politico, New York Times, and a couple others, have been trying to get their hands on these court documents that, of course, right now are under seal. And Chief Judge Beryl Howell of the U.S. District Court for Washington, D.C., has asked the Justice Department, why do we have to keep this under wraps? I think maybe we ought to release it to the media. I think the public might want to be interested, or might be interested in knowing how Donald Trump was actually working to circumvent justice by preventing his own people from testifying in front of this grand jury. It's not anything that, if revealed, is going to tarnish the grand jury. It's not anything that could, impede their investigation. This is mostly something that is inconsequential to the investigations and the desired result of the grand jury. So that, in a nutshell, is kind of what Judge Beryl is telling the DOJ. Tell us why we should keep this under seal. Otherwise, I'm giving it to the media outlets. So that may happen, by the way, within the coming days. This information could be unsealed, and it would reveal how Donald Trump has, done his best to prevent his former people from testifying in front of this grand jury. Now, here's the thing. Don't get excited. Don't think that, oh, wow, this seems like evidence of obstruction of justice or witness tampering, right? No, that's not what we're talking about here. There is, so far, and maybe it's different if we get the documents, who knows, right? But so far, there's no evidence to suggest that Donald Trump has committed obstruction of justice, that he is engaged in any kind of witness tampering. All he's done that we know of is exert executive privilege over the conversations that he's had with these individuals. Some of them he has exerted attorney-client privilege, which is even stronger than executive privilege, because if he's claiming executive privilege, all that needs to happen is for Biden to come out and say, nope, no executive privilege. I'm the only guy that can make that determination, and I'm not going to make it. But the attorney-client privilege one, of course, is a little bit different. You do have to go through those. There are, very strict laws governing that. But it's not obstruction. However, I do think that it is important for the public to understand what Donald Trump has done behind the scenes to prevent his people from testifying. I do not think for a second that any of these conversations he has had with them, any of the attempts to stop them from testifying, I don't think personally any of it is covered by privilege. That has become Donald Trump's big crutch. And it's a crutch that is, getting weaker and weaker by the day. We've seen it with the document scandal, and we're most likely going to see it with this particular grand jury investigation. Not everything that Donald Trump does in every aspect of his life is covered by any kind of privilege, but he wants to pretend it is because he knows that's a great way to delay things. But the courts are starting to see right through it. That's what Judge Beryl is telling us right now. I understand what he's doing, and DOJ, you understand what he's doing. Let's not play his game, and let's get this material out there to the American public, because they deserve to know what's happening. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.